Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee with Katie. So today's video is going to be my March TBR. You know the drill with TBRs, but first off, I want to address my giveaway. So a while ago, I announced a giveaway for 500 subscribers of 2 books, and I said the giveaway was going to close December 31st, which it did. And I said I was going to pick the winner in January, but I had a lot of videos that I had previously filmed that I was trying to get up, and I'm still trying to get through, so the timing just didn't work out for me to announce it then, and I apologize for that delay. That was my intention, but I did pick the winner today. I just used a random number generator, and the winner of the giveaway was Miss Spooky Nerd. That is who won the giveaway, so yay! Just send me your email or Instagram handle or whatever, and give me your address and I will send you those books. And if for some reason that person doesn't contact me, I will do this again and pick someone else. Now that we've cleared that situation up, let's talk about all of the books that I'm planning on reading in March. First off, the book that I would like to read in March, because I think it's coming up on my Libby soon, is Mistborn, the first book in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I think the rebranded covers that I really love, it's titled Mistborn, but I know the title in the past is The Final Empire, so The Final Empire or Mistborn. Like, I know it's the Mistborn series, and I know the first book was The Final Empire. I think with this rebranding and new cover, it's just being called Mistborn because that's what people refer to it as. I really don't know. But the first book in the Mistborn trilogy I am planning on reading, or rather listening to. I have really been meaning to read something by Brandon Sanderson and the Mistborn series for a really long time, and just have not gotten around to it, and my husband is desperate for me to read Brandon Sanderson, so I'm planning on doing that in March. Hopefully it works out. It will be top priority, but that's the first one. And all I know about this is that the magic in this system is allomancy, I believe, and basically you can ingest metals, and then you can use, like, siphon that metal, the different metal that you use. There's like different types, and you can get different abilities from that type. Usually the people that have this ability can only use one type of metal to do one type of, like, superhuman ability. But if you are a Mistborn, you can use all of them. And I also think the setup for this book is that the normal, like, evil guy is trying to take over this kingdom, and it usually fails. In this one, the bad guy won, and that's where you're picking up the story, is this, like, evil empire, I think. Sounds good. I've heard great things about this, obviously, and I'm just very curious to get to it myself. The next one I'm hoping to read, if I can get my hands on it fast enough and if I can read it fast enough, is The Foxglove King by Hannah Whitten. This is her newest book coming out in March. This is the first book in the Nightshade Crown series. I'm not really sure if it's a series, duology, what have you. This is supposed to come out March 7th, so I should have plenty of time, but we'll see. And Mistborn, before I get into this, Mistborn is on my 23 for 2023 challenge. So that one's this one, and this one is one of my anticipated releases, so trying to get through these things. And so I don't know a whole lot about the plot for Foxglove King, so I'm just going to read you some of it. It's supposed to be a lush, romantic, new epic fantasy series, and it's about a young woman's secret power to raise the dead plunges her into a dangerous and glamorous world of the Sainted King's royal court. When Laura was 13, she escaped a cult in the catacombs beneath the city of Delair. And in the 10 years since, she's lived by one rule: don't let them find you. Easier said than done when her death magic ties her to the city. Mortem, the magic born from death, is a high-priced and illicit commodity in Delair, and Laura's job running poisons keeps her in food, shelter, and relative security. But when a run goes wrong, Laura's secret power is revealed. She's taken by the Presque Mort, a group of warrior monks sanctioned to use mortem working for the Sainted King. She expects a pyre when she gets there, but King August has a different plan. Essentially, there's a lot of different things going on, and the king wants her to find out who is responsible for killing all of these people in his court, or she can die. So it sounds really interesting and dark and fantastical, and I'm very anxious to read this. I really liked For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. For the Throne, not so much, but I'm anxious to continue to follow her as an author and see how she grows, and just all the different stories that she comes up with. So I'm very excited to read this if I can. And these next two, I'm sure some of you at least are very excited about, that I'm planning on reading. I'm planning on reading the Daughter of the Pirate King duology by Trisha Levenseller, both books, not just one. As you can see, I got the Fairy Loot special editions of these. So the first one is Daughter of the Pirate King, and the second one is Daughter of the Siren Queen. And I've heard nothing but amazing, look at these edges, by the way, sorry, distracted. How beautiful is that? I might as well show you these while I have them. I've heard amazing things about this duology and this author as a whole. I read The Shadows Between Us and really liked it, and haven't really read much of Trisha Levenseller's works, even though I think I will love all of them. This is like one of the only works of hers that I was missing from my collection, so, you know, might as well. But I am planning on reading the entire duology in March if I can. I think I'm really gonna love it. You guys think I'm gonna love it. It really helped you when you were in a reading slump, one of you said, so I'm very excited to read this. I think it's gonna be great. And to be honest, I literally know nothing about this except for the title. So let me see. I'll just read this little blurb because I have no clue. 17-year-old Eloisa, is that how you say your name? Daughter of the feared pirate king, is sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove. The catch? She must conceal her considerable combat skills and allow herself to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search the ship. But the only thing standing between her and the map is her captor, the unexpectedly clever and unfairly attractive first mate Raiden. But luckily, Eloisa has a few tricks up her sleeve, and no lone pirate can stop the daughter of the pirate king. You guys are right, that sounds really good. I'm very excited to read these. I know it's kind of been a long time coming, so hopefully in March it will happen. Probably also being overzealous, but you know. I also think it's a great idea to put a duology in the same month. That way it's not spread out and I don't have to finish it and I can just get it over with, you know? Not that it's like a chore, but I think that's a good idea. I think I might start doing that more often, putting like whole series on TBRs. And Daughter of the Pirate King was also on my 23 for 2023, even though Daughter of the Siren Queen was not, so that'll also help in my goal. The next that is also in my 23 for 2023 challenge that I just really want to get to because I loved the first book is Bright Heart by Emma Hamm. This is book 2 in the Dragon of Umbra series. I really want to read this and I'm kind of mad at myself that I haven't yet. It's got a dragon in it. I love him. I think the 5th and final book or 6th and final book is coming out this year. I just really need to catch up, and so I would love to read Bright Heart if I can. Fireheart is following an elf, Lorelei, who is trying to take down this evil king because he sees magical creatures such as herself as really lowly, and a lot of times if they're caught, especially if they're caught using magic, they will eradicate them. So she disguises herself as a human and enters basically a bridal competition for the king to pick a bride because he needs a queen, and instead she's trying to like take him down from the inside. And the only thing in her way is the dragon bodyguard, which is so cool. He's a dragon shifter, so he's a man, but he could shift into a dragon. He is a dragon, but he's kind of an unwilling servant of the king, and they end up teaming up and try to take him down. So I'm sure the series is going to be, you know, getting crazy as it goes. So I'm very excited to continue Lorelei and Abraxas' story and just really want to get to this. I love dragons. Let's do it. And on another separate kind of goal I have for myself, I don't think I've posted the video for this yet, but I'm trying to unhaul some books, and there's some on like the last chance part of my cart where I need to read them or unhaul them. Like something has to happen either way. This one I think I'm gonna read regardless, but I just really want to read it as well. And I've been really meaning to get to it. And speaking of dragons, I want to read Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. All I really know about this is that it's like a Russian political fantasy with dragons. That's pretty much all I know about it. I think it follows 2 friends who are on kind of separate spectrums. One, like their parents were killed. One, they are like from a royal family type situation. And they end up both competing to be dragon riders for the governing class, but they both have different intentions of what that means. So I think there's going to be a lot of tension, politics, betrayal, craziness, dragons. I've heard Elliot Brooks rave about this series, and I've been meaning to read it for a long time. I think I got this book. Yeah, I got this book in 2019, and I still haven't picked it up, and I know I really need to, and it's just been pushed off, so I'm hoping to get to this in March as well. And this is one that I know I'll read someday, even if I unhaul this copy, that's okay. But that is one that I would also really love to get to in March. And last but not least for March, I am going to pick my Sprayed Edges shelf pick situation. So let me go ahead and grab that. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish my one for February, you know, but I try sometimes. Let's see what we got here. I'm always so scared. Okay, I got, oh, can you see it? The River of Shadows. So let me go grab it real quick. As I pick up the book off the shelf, there is no the, but so I drew River of Shadows by Karina Hale, I'm not really sure how you say it. This is the bookish box edition. This is like the reverse dust jacket situation. I just really like the spine and the artwork. You're probably more used to seeing this cover except in blue. This is book 1 in the Underworld Gods. Didn't know that. And so River of Shadows is an adult dark fantasy romance based on Finnish mythology and the underworld of Tuonela. When 24-year-old Hannah's estranged father dies, she reluctantly makes the trip to northern Finland for his funeral. In the enchanted land of ice and snow, feels miles away from Hannah's busy life back in LA, especially under the complicated circumstances. But when Hannah discovers her father's body is missing, that's when things get really weird. Mysterious man Rasmus tells her the truth. Her father was a powerful shaman in this like underworld, a powerful shaman in the realm of the dead. And in order to barter for more life, he's being held captive by the god of death. And so the only way for her to save him is to physically go there and like bring him back. And so she embarks on this journey to go to the underworld and to visit the god of the dead, which the Finnish mythology sounds really interesting. And it just sounds like a good time. I've heard good things about this. We'll see, because some of these types of books I really like and some of these types of books I really don't like. But I'm hoping this is one of them that I will enjoy. And that will be my shelf pick for March. Trying to just chip away at a bunch of my challenges in March, apparently. Who knew? Those are the things that I'm planning on reading in March. Please continue to leave me comments of anything you would like to see me read, or if you want any more expounded upon thoughts on these books besides my wrap-ups that I do. I would love to do more content for you guys, so just let me know. I did take a week or two off filming because I had a lot of backlist things that I had filmed and just needed a little bit of a break because life's been a little bit crazy, but always good to get back into it. But as for now, that is it for today's video. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time. Stay safe and caffeinated. Bye.